Flansburgh.
And I'm John Linnell.
And we're They Might Be Giants from Brooklyn, New York. We're your guest hosts for the next 120 minutes here on MTV. For the next 2 hours, we'll be performing live, and we'll have a live performance from MC 900 Foot Jesus. Also on the way are brand new videos from Frente, The Cramps, The Dam Builders from Boston, Massachusetts, and Jeff Buckley.
We're going to kick things off with a brand new one from Veruca Salt. Many of you may remember Veruca Salt as a spoiled little rich girl from the classic movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Well,
their second album, Mighty Joe Moon, that's LA band Grantley Buffalo with their new video Mockingbirds here on 120 Minutes. I'm John Flansburgh.
And I'm John Linnell. We're They Might Be Giants, and we're guest hosting tonight. Our band here, Mr. Tony Mamoni on the electronic bass, Brian Doherty on the drums. We're going to play our songs a little bit later. But first, it's Snail Shell, the first video off our full band debut album, John Henry.
From his third album, Liquor in the Front, that's the Reverend Horton Heat with his latest video. One time for me here on 120 Minutes. Be sure to check out 120 next Sunday at midnight and 11 Central when the good Reverend will be performing live.
I'm John Linnell.
And I'm John Flansburgh. We're They Might Be Giants, and we're guest hosting tonight. Stick around because right after the break we'll be performing live. Here's a look at the top 10 albums of the alternative radio this week. Check it out. Check it totally out. And we've got the latest from Luscious Jackson on the way, along with a brand new one from Frente and a live performance from the glamorous, dynamic MC 900 Foot Jesus.
And we're MC They Might Be Giants, and this is our song. It's called AKA Driver, AKA NyQuil Driver from our album John Henry.
It's just a 4 days drive away. 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 We can fly like birds in the air. We could walk, but we never get there. It's just a 4 days drive away. 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 Big hands on 120, little hands on me. Hey, NyQuil driver, it's NyQuil driving time. Hey, NyQuil driver, get out my lane, get out my way. It's the 4 days drive away. It's just a 4 days drive away. It's just a 4 days drive away. It's just a 4 days drive away. Hey, NyQuil driver, it's NyQuil driving time. Hey, NyQuil driver, get out my lane, get out my way, get out my way. Hey, NyQuil driver, it's NyQuil driving time.
album, Natural Ingredients. That's New York's Luscious Jackson with their latest video, City Song, here on 120 Minutes. I'm John Linnell.
And I'm John Flansburgh.
And where they might be giants. We're guest hosting tonight. MC 900 Foot Jesus will be performing live in just a bit. And right after the break, it's a brand new video from Frente. Stick around.
We've got the new Urge Overkill video right here at 120 Minutes, along with Sunny Day Real Estate and a live performance from MC 900 Foot Jesus.
I'm John Linnell.
And I'm John Flansburgh. Where they might be giants. We're your guest hosts tonight here on 120 Minutes. Next up, we got a brand new video from the Australian band Frente, Frente, Frente. They're big. They're from Australia, and they're some of the nicest and most overworked people on the planet. We're doing a show with them in Philadelphia in a couple of weeks. This is the third video off their big debut record, Marvin, the album, and it's called Ordinary Angels. First, here's singer Angie Hart on why she decided to become a musician.
There's just 120 minutes to the show, and there's only 59 minutes left to go. Then we die, then we die. Hi, I'm John Linnell.
And I'm John Flansburgh.
And we're They Might Be Giants, and we're your guest hosts for this second 60 of MTV's 120 Minutes. In the next hour, MC 900 Foot Jesus will be performing live, and we've got alternative music videos from Sunny Day Real Estate, Hole, The Pale Saints, The Cranberries, The Dam Builders, Beck, Jeff Buckley, and lots more. To kick things off, here's a video for the song Urge Overkill contributed to the soundtrack of the new Quentin Tarantino film, Pulp Fiction. It's their cover of the old Neil Diamond song, Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon. For staying up late with 120 Minutes tonight, I'm John Linnell.
And I'm John Flansburgh.
Where they might be giants. And we've been guest hosting tonight. The final video on the show comes from a singer-songwriter from New York's Lower East Side, called Jeff Buckley. His debut album, Grace, was recorded at the same place we recorded our new album. John Henry, isn't that right, guys?
That's right, John.
Bearsville Studios near Woodstock, New York. The album includes 3 covers, including the Leonard Cohen classic, Hallelujah. And the first video is for the title track. And here it is, Grace from Jeff Buckley on MTV's 120 Minutes.
Snowy up there in Bearsville. Grace, the final video on 120 Minutes tonight. Send your comments, suggestions, and cult classic requests to 1515 Broadway, 24th floor, New York, New York, 10036. And be sure to check out 120 Minutes next Sunday at midnight, 11 Central, when the Reverend Horton Heat will be burning up the joint here live. I'm John Flansburgh.
And I'm John Linnell.
That's Tony Mamoni and Brian Doherty. Where They Might Be Giants. We want to thank you for having us as your host tonight. We're going to be performing in your hometown in October, November, December, or January. So come see us out on the road. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
There's a girl with a crown and a scepter who's on WLSD, and she says that the scene isn't what it's been, and she's thinking of going home, that it's old and it's totally over now, and it's old and it's over now, and it's old and it's over now. I can see myself at the end of the tour, when the road disappears, if there's any more people around, when the tour runs aground, and if you're still around, then we'll meet at the end of the tour. The engagements are booked through the end of the world, so we'll meet at the end of the tour. Never depart since the day we met out on the Interstate 91. I was bad when you were flaming red, when we kissed at the overpass. I was sailing along with the people, driving themselves to distraction inside me.